Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Catherine and I do crafts and outfits and vlogs and all of that good stuff. It is short and poorly made, so you can enjoy that. And if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate the support. Today I'm doing a little craft video where I do some different crafts. Most of them are holiday inspired. One isn't, but it's close enough. It could be holiday inspired if you did it holiday inspired or inspired. Anyway, let's get into that. So I am at my little desk in the corner, so the lighting might be a little funky. I've got a little kid light here, window, and ceiling light. So we'll see if that's funky. My crafting flow. I kind of jump around a lot, so if I'm wearing different clothes or different makeup or different lighting, who cares? I'm crafting. But anyway, the first craft that I am working on in this video are little collage cards, little collage Christmas cards. I've seen this a little bit online. Basically, you just cut a bunch of stuff apart and make Christmas cards. So I think I'm gonna make like 3 more of these. This is one that I did yesterday. Supplies! So hopping right into it, I cut a bunch of pictures from National Geographic magazines and calendars. I've got scrapbook paper and stickers and basically anything else I could find. And I'm cutting out little pieces and arranging it in a way that would make a cute card. This was a lot of fun just to go through all of the different pieces that I have. I didn't buy anything new for this and just used pieces that I already had from past Christmases. I've always been a pretty big crafter, and then my mom was a Girl Scout leader and very involved with school and my youth groups and everything. So we have a lot of craft supplies stored up. So I didn't really need to go out of my way to buy anything, but I am very grateful to have a bunch of stuff that I could use. I used already made cards and kind of traced out a rectangle of paper that I could cover what was on the card. This was a thank you card that I just covered the thank you part, and the inside's blank, so that's what I was looking for. I really liked using calendars for this project because every calendar has a December and a January and a February that are going to be wintry themed, and those work really well for Christmas energy for making Christmas cards. So I found that worked really well. So on this first card, I wanted to do a lot of different reds. So this is a flower from a calendar and some cardinals from a catalog magazine. I'm using a little bit of scrapbook paper as the background and then some washi tape for the Merry Christmas and bottom snowflakes and some stickers. So I really like how this turned out. This one's my favorite. And this one is going to go to my grandma. So then to attach it, I glue the entire card to the back of the little collage. I just cover the whole thing in glue, and I don't trust that to hold, so I go in and I tape the corners over so it's the glue and the tape holding it. The next one, I'm going for a snowy inspired thing. I've got snow scrapbook paper and snowy scenes from a Missouri conservationist catalog magazine and some little snowflake stickers. So once again, kind of the same process. I'm cutting out a little bit of scrapbook paper to cover the entire card and then going in with different little bits and pieces. I want to do more collage because it is really fun and a great way to use calendars and magazines and scrapbook paper and all of the stuff that, you know, I use a little bit for my journal and stuff, but there's pieces that I'm never gonna use for a journal, but I can use for just random collages or Christmas collages. I didn't like how it was looking, so I added this little guy, and I think he's really cute. And yeah, very proud of my creations. I'm going to make another one for my dad. I do think it's kind of funny that that is absolutely not a reindeer, but you know, the vision is there. This one I'm making for my dad, and I'm using a piece from a newspaper that talks about different vintage stores near me. I found it at a vintage store in my college town. It was a free piece that I picked up, and it's basically advertises different locations, but this one had a bunch of different old Christmas movies. So it had a little Rudolph, it had a little Charlie Brown, it had Scrooge McDuck or whatever. I really wanted to use the little Charlie Brown clip because that is one that me and my dad would normally watch. It was Rudolph and Charlie Brown. So I really like they all turned out. This one's probably not my favorite, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, this one's my favorite. I love the reds and I love the little cardinals. I think it all came together so cutesy. And I got to use a lot of different supplies, and I really like how this one turned out. And then this one I wasn't feeling so much until I added the little, I think he's a coyote or a fox, some kind of creature. I added him in there, and I really like how that changed the vibe, and I really like it. All in all, I think this is a very successful Christmas craft, and you should try it. My next craft, I'm going to be making a star garland. I saw some people online use trash and use the actual like logos and wrapping, and like so you could see that it was trash. So I was kind of thinking I might do that, so I used a hot chocolate box. The vision there is it might be cute and Christmassy. Look at my Camp Cretaceous in the background there. That is my thing right now. But basically I traced a bunch of stars on thin cardboard pieces and cut all of that out. I wanted to paint them because I decided not to do the trash. I don't paint very much, as you can see by my supplies there. But, you know, I made do with what I had and what I was working with. Some really old paint that I probably had since I was 5 years old. But it worked. It worked fine. I had to put a lot of layers when it came to the red, which I wasn't really expecting to have to do because it's cardboard and I thought it would be easier to paint. But, you know, it worked fine. It's fine. It's fine. Camp Cretaceous and Chaos Theory, which is the like spin-off show, have been my thing lately. It's based on Jurassic World, or it takes place during Jurassic World, and I'm really into it. I'm not a big fan of Jurassic World as a franchise, but I like the lore. I just don't really want to watch a Chris Pratt movie, so I watch the kids version. And here is what they all look painted. Okay, they look a little funky. I'm not gonna lie, they look a little funky. But anyway, I'm going in and making holes. Basically what I want to do is make big buttons. And there's definitely easier ways to do this with a hole punch or a knife or something. But I had scissors and a dream, so I just stabbed and twisted, stab and twist and stab and twist. And it worked out fine. I made little buttons, big star button. This is me shoving a paintbrush through the tiny scissor hole to make it a little bigger. It works. And background-wise, I have switched to Dan and Phil because I actually ended up finishing my little dinosaur show. After stabbing all my holes and making the buttons, I am just threading some yarn through them all. I got this yarn at the dollar store a couple years ago. I don't use very much yarn, so it's lasted me a very long time, and I just go on through. It's Christmassy, I think, you know, the green thread, wow. I put a tiny piece of tape on the end of the yarn, and that allows it to not fray when I am pushing the stars through it, and that is a good tip if you're doing this. There's probably a lot of ways to do things easier, but the tape was good. And look how cute it looks. I'm happy with how it turned out. It's going on my wall for now, and I think I'm gonna put it in my apartment next year. I got this at a little secondhand craft store in Kansas City called Scraps KC. She was 50 cents, and I want to make a little frame. Probably put a picture of the boyfriend. And we are back to painting. I'm doing what I do best when it comes to painting and just painting the entire thing black. I looked at some Pinterest inspo. Nobody really had exactly what I was going for. So I'm gonna start with a black base coat and then add some little bits and bobs. It's going really poorly. It's all over the brush. I'm not an experienced crafter when it comes to paint usage. What have I done? So one thing I do craft a lot, not painting, obviously, but I do like to do crafts. And one thing I've been thinking about, this is a complete proposed idea. I have no plans to actually make this happen, but what if I started some kind of streaming where I do like a craft once a week and do that live somewhere? Would that be cool? Could I be a Twitch girl? Because I want to do like live streams, but I don't really do anything live streamable. You know, I don't play games. I don't have the setup or the skill to play games, but I could craft. I could do little craft nights where I just talk to myself, and if anybody tunes into them. And I think that would be fun. I think that would be cutesy and a good way to force me to do things. Because I really like to craft and I don't often do it as much. Because I get busy and to a point where hobbies feel like chores. But I live streamed, I would have to do it, you know? I'm gonna have to touch it up when it's dry. She's a little soggy. So I let her dry overnight, and now I'm going in with beads and stickers and some lace and all kinds of little goodies I've collected. So we're gonna fight it to put it on. I start by stretching lace over the sides and measuring out and cutting it where it will be a good length to cover what I want to cover. And then I'm gonna go in and glue it. I have some super glue, and I don't put my hand in the super glue because that's dumb, and you shouldn't ever do that. I learned from personal experience. Don't put your hand in the super glue. Use a marker to stick it in there. Yeah. I struggled with super glue for a little bit before deciding that the same result could be achieved with hot glue. A hot glue gun is a dear friend. I managed to get the ribbons on. Once again, don't touch the glue, that's bad. I taped the ribbon down and then I started gluing on some letters. I'm spelling out I love you because it's gonna be cutesy, and it's cutesy and it says I love you. These letters were so tedious. They're smaller than my fingers, so it's a struggle to get those little bad boys on. They were rolling everywhere, but it's cute, right? It's cute. Next, I'm going in with some cute little heart gem stickers. I love these things. My mom got me a bunch of them a couple years ago. I use them for makeup and on everything, and they're so cute. I added a little bow that I received as a theater thing, and now I'm going in and putting some lace around the base of the frame. I really like how this brings the lace of the top down to the bottom. Good sandwiching effect, like in clothes. It works good. Once again, using the hot glue gun, and I really like how this is turning out. I'm definitely putting my fingers in the hot glue a little too much. Don't do that. Don't do it. And then I want to add a couple more of the little heart gems to the base. I want the whole thing to look the same amount of busy and connected and just really nice. I really like how this turned out. I think it's really cute, and I'm excited to display it. I need to order a picture for it, but I'm really happy with this one. And for my final craft, I've seen a lot of these little cardboard gingerbread houses. So I wanted to make one for myself using some Amazon boxes. I start by kind of measuring out a house shape, two sides, and then 2 sides with roof points. And I used a ruler and I measured and everything, so it's really accurate. And then I fight the cardboard with scissors. I recommend any other tool. I was struggling. I needed stronger scissors real bad. So after cutting all the pieces out, I'm going in with a white marker. It's like a white metallic white marker thing. I don't know. But I'm just drawing a little gingerbread house scene. I've never made an actual gingerbread house, so some of my knowledge was limited. I was looking up some Pinterest pictures to try and kind of know what I was doing. This really reminded me of Build-A-Bear boxes. I don't know if they still do this, but they used to do like a gingerbread Build-A-Bear box when you would get a Build-A-Bear in December. Breaking out the hot glue gun once again to attach all of the pieces together. I drew on the front first, and then I decided I just wanted to put all the sides together, so that's what I did. I'm trying really hard to get it at a true right angle, and I think I managed that. Just have to hold it while it dries. And then to make like a frosting effect, I'm going over all of the exposed open cardboard edges with hot glue. I think if I practiced this a little more, it would be a lot cooler. It's kind of lumpy and stringy, but it looks a little bit like frosting, I think. And, it's fine. And then instead of using the marker, I've decided to come in with some white paint. I thought this would kind of have that frosting effect on the hot glue. It does make all of the imperfections stand out a little bit more than when it was just clear, but it looks like messy frosting, right? Basically, I just cover all of the hot glue and anything that looks like a cardboard imperfection, and then I go in and I do some shutters on the roof, or I guess that would be shingles. Shingles? I think I'm right. And I just paint in all these little details and things. I kind of think I did too many details, but I don't hate it. I should have planned a little better before I went in with the paintbrush, but at this point I just kind of wanted to jump in and do it, and that's fun. Yeah, you can see I'm a little hesitant about my positive reaction. I wanted to add a little more, so I have these little half bead things that my mom bought a couple years ago, and I just hot glue them on. They are once again very difficult to hot glue. Similarly to the beads on the frame, these are very small and very hard to grab. These are even harder to grab, so I struggle, but I got them on. I look so threatening. I look like there's tiny gingerbread people in there that I'm gonna rip out and eat. I'm a monster. This is horrifying. Why do I look like that? Ooh, so cute. That was horrifying to witness. Great job, Catherine. Here is one of the finished cards. Basically all of them I did give out to my family over the weekend, so I don't have those. And this is probably my least favorite. I don't really like how it came out, but this was a fun little project that I really liked a couple of them. This was really fun, and I would like to do it again, and for other holidays and stuff. It was super easy and a good way to stress less. Collage card. This next one, my non-Christmas one, but it is super fun, and it could be Christmassy. If this black was green, Christmas. I need to get a picture printed. I really like how it turned out. It's definitely something that I will use. It's something that is my vibe, and I will put a picture in of me and the boyfriend because it's I love you and I love him. This one's probably my favorite, even if it isn't Christmas. Then we have the last one is the gingerbread house out of cardboard. She's cute. This one is probably my least favorite. When it comes to kind of like more of drawing, I'm not very good at that. And I do a little too much. And I'm not super happy with the results. I would do this again. And, you know, if I have kids one day, I would do this with them. She's cute. She's fine. I think it would take some more planning. Yeah. She's a house. No, I'm happy with her. I'll accept her into my life. My bastard child. And then for my garland, I taped it on my wall already, so I'm not pulling it down to do the video. But this is what it looks like. I really like how this came out. Super simple. Not really Christmassy. Could be Christmassy if you did. Once again, everything can be Christmassy if you just do red and white, or red and green instead of red and black, or red and white for that matter. My personal aesthetic and what I will use more throughout the seasons is red and black. So that's what I did for this. Christmas cutesy, but also I'm gonna put it in my apartment next year if I get an apartment. If I get an apartment, I want to start streaming, do a little craft night streaming, and maybe make some better crafts than what I made today. Don't look at my bangs, guys. I missed the filming opportunity when I was like a good length of bang. Don't look. So anyways, that is going to be all of my time today. I hope you liked some of my little crafts. Some of them are a little bit horrendous, but some of them are pretty cute, and let me know if you try any of them. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I do really hope to have another video coming out in December. I'm going to try to do something with clothing, so stay tuned for that. I'll post about it on all of my social medias, Instagram and TikTok. That's all I have. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.